Let me show you how to write an Excel formula that will give you a list of dates for a whole year that excludes Saturdays and Sundays. So to get our list of dates, we're going to use the sequence function. So equals sequence. We need 365 rows because there are 365 days in a year, or 366 if it's a leap year. And then a comma, one column, one. And then for our start, we're going to use the date function. So just the word date. And we'll use 2026 in this example. So our start date is September 1st of 2026. So 2026 for the year, 9 for the month, and 1 for the day. Close parentheses to close that date function, and another close parentheses to close our sequence function. Click enter, and now we just need to change the format of these dates. So I'm going to select that column, use the keyboard shortcut Control-1 to open the Format Cells dialog box, come down to Date, and I'll just use this one. Click OK. So there's our list of dates. The next thing we want to do is filter out Saturdays and Sundays. We're going to do this using the filter function and the weekday function. Let me show you an example of the weekday function first. What this function does is returns a number from 1 to 7, identifying the day of the week. So, for example, if I was to use the weekday function and look at July 5th, it gives me 1 because July 5th was a Sunday, and Sunday is the first day of the week. Monday is the second, Tuesday is the third, so on and so forth. What I want to do in this example is use the return type argument of weekday to make my days start on Monday. So I want Monday to be 1, Tuesday to be 2, so on and so forth. So that I can say I want to keep weekdays that are less than or equal to 5, because 6 and 7 are Saturday and Sunday. So to do that, you just type the number 2 to make Monday number 1. So in your weekday function, just do a comma 2 at the end. And now Monday through Friday is 1 through 5. So I can filter my list where weekdays are less than or equal to 5. Now let me show you an example of the filter function. In this example, I want to filter this list of dates where the weekday is less than or equal to 5. So now for my include, I want to select this range. This is where I have my weekday, and say only keep rows where the value is less than or equal to 5, because we use the weekday function to make our weeks start on Monday. So Monday through Friday is 1 to 5. Close parentheses and enter. There's that list of dates. Again, just format it as a date. And there you go. There's our dates excluding Saturdays and Sundays. So now let me show you how we're going to use the let function to tie that all together. Actually, let me show you without let first so you can see the difference. So without let, we would have to use the filter function, and our array is our list of dates, our whole list. So we're going to use this sequence function for that. 365 dates, one column with dates starting on September 1st of 2026. And now for our include in our filter function, we need the sequence function again because that's where we're getting our criteria from. So we would first wrap it in a weekday function. We're going to use that weekday function, and our serial number is our list of dates, which again is coming from our sequence function. So we have to write this twice. I'm actually going to copy and paste it. So up in my formula bar, I'm going to copy my sequence function and paste it over here. And now we need 2 in our weekday function to make our Monday our first day of the week. So what that gives us, I don't have a way to show you, but that gives us the list of dates with Monday as the first day of the week. And we want to filter that list where the weekday is less than or equal to 5, because that's Monday through Friday. So close parentheses to close our filter function and click enter. And now if we format this as dates, we can see that that did work. It skips from the 4th to the 7th. If you want to double check, you could use the text function to look at each day, DDD for day, and see that this list only includes weekdays. So this does work just fine, but the sequence function is running twice, so it just takes up a little bit more memory, and it's just annoying to have to write it out more than once, in my opinion. So that's where the let function can save you. Let me show you a really simple example of the let function first. All let does is lets you declare variables that you can use in your calculations. So for example, I want to declare a variable called a, and I want the value of that variable to be the number 100. So now I want to write a calculation where I multiply a, my variable, which in this case is 100. So when you type a, what Excel is seeing is the number 100, and multiply that by 2. So now if I do close parentheses and click enter, my let function is just multiplying 100, that's my variable, by 2. So let me show you how we're going to use the let function in our date list example. So what I want to do is store my list of dates inside a variable. So I'm going to use the let function to declare a variable called datelist. And what I want the value of that variable to be is my sequence function, which is my list of dates. So list of dates with 365 rows, because 365 days, one column with dates starting on September 1st of 2026. So now, if I were to just say that I want my let function to return date list, it's using that variable to give me that list of dates. So here at the end, this is where we can use our filter and weekday functions to do what we did before, just all in one formula. So I want to filter my date list, which is referring to my variable, where the weekday is less than or equal to 5, just like we did before. We're just, like I said, doing this all in one formula. So I want to take my weekday function and my serial number. Again, I can use my date list variable, and then comma and the number 2 to make my weekdays start on Mondays. So I want to filter that list of dates where the weekday is less than or equal to 5. Close parentheses to close my filter function, another close parentheses to close my let function, and then I just need to format this as a list of dates, and there you go.